あ、大丈夫大丈夫。なんつうか、つくしになった気分だ。
Sometimes fate designs our friendships for us. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 unlikely friendships in anime. For this list, we're looking at friendships across anime that blossomed out of extraordinary circumstances. Be it anything from professional rivalry to social status. In order to qualify for this list, the characters need to have a lot more working against them than simply disagreeing on things like politics or values.
Don't forget, you said you'd help me find him.
I won't forget.
One other thing. I shall be the one who gets to slay you.
Number 10, Hinata and Kageyama. Haikyuu.
勝ってコートに立つのはこの俺だ。
What's a good bromance without some old-fashioned rivalry? The two Karasuno High volleyball players mirror each other as complete opposites. However, their genuine love for the sport has made them an inseparable pair on and off the court.
戦い続ける理由は一つ。まだ負けていないから。
Hinata and Kageyama are rarely in agreement on anything and will often fight each other over some of the most trivial things. But this does nothing to deter the boys from sticking up for one another when the time calls.
土壇場での圧倒的存在感。ここにいる。ここに持ってこいと呼んでいる。
Number 9, Mugen, Jin, and Fu, Samurai Champloo.
I'm not sure I like this.
Yeah, I gotta admit, you're the bomb. A babe like you will do fine on your own.
Two Ronin samurai walk into a tea house. Result? The two nearly kill each other, are nearly executed, and then, well, they still aren't friends, but at least they aren't trying to kill each other. After accepting the aid of Fu, a young woman who just loves to meddle, the three set out on an adventure. Coming from completely different walks of life caused the three to initially dismiss any kind of bonding relationship. However, after consistently having each other's backs, a genuine bond begins to form.
I swear, you are the most undisciplined fighter I've ever known.
Shut your damn mouth.
And the only one I wasn't able to kill.
Number 8, Cheza and the Wolves. Wolf's Rain.
It's her. It's really her.
My heart just skipped a beat.
Best friends can come in all different kinds of shapes, sizes, and species. Cheza is of the lunar flower species and was purposely made to grant access to the land of paradise.
Paradise, huh? That sounds like fun.
After being rescued by the wolves, the flower maiden forms an unbreakable bond to the elusive animals and agrees to help guide them to their destined location.
Oh my. There is no one here anymore.
Cheza resents the sight of wolf blood spilling and possesses the power to not only heal them, but put them into a blissful sleep.
We meet at last.
Number 7, Eren and Jean, Attack on Titan.
I'm gonna butcher them all.
Hey, are you crazy or something? Not that it's my business, but signing up for reconnaissance is like a death sentence.
Being encouraged to compete with one another puts a lot of pressure on the members of the 104th Trainee Squadron.
I'd say we have several capable cadets this year. And what about this guy? That's precisely why we run these tests. He proves that drive and dedication do not always translate into capability.
On the members of the 104th Trainee Squad, Cadets Eren and Jean are both committed to defending humanity, but for two completely different reasons. Jean, deeming the war hopeless, strives for a safe and comfortable posting inside the inner wall, while Eren wants nothing more than to bring the battle to the Titans.
Kill them all. Every last one.
Finding one another bullheaded, the friction between the two nearly turns them into enemies before they become staunch friends.
That's it! Enough of your bullshit, Eren! Did I or did I not tell you this day would eventually come? Look at yourself. Our fate's in your hands.
Number 6, Slain and Gim, Record of Lodos War.
She said it herself. Something seems to darken the spirit of all Lodos.
An old, headstrong dwarf and a quiet young wizard couldn't be more different as far as fantasy tropes are concerned.
You must help him! Gim, what are you waiting for?
Silence, elf! Don't tell a dwarf how to fight his battle.
The dwarf Gim finds magic juvenile, while the wizard Slain finds it increasingly difficult to tolerate the dwarf's boorish behavior. However, common cause brought the two together, and the more they begin to respect each other's disciplines, the stronger their friendship becomes.
Those powers of yours will waste away.
I'm a sorcerer, not a warrior.
Of all the members of their party, Slain and Gim learn to fight in perfect harmony, and together they are able to bring down some of the most fearsome adversaries. Number 5. Kenshin and Saito. Rurouni Kenshin.
Stand up. It would be a poor ending to our first duel in 10 years otherwise.
The end. This wasn't my plan, but it doesn't matter. I'll kill you now.
If you thought a decade-long war would destroy any possibility of these two opposing warriors becoming allies, you thought wrong.
Despite the fact that we were enemies, I hold no grudges. We were on different sides, but we were the same in the sense that we fought for our beliefs with our lives and with our swords.
Saito may have been the only soldier capable of rivaling Kenshin when it came to crossing swords. And while they knowingly fought for conflicting ideals, their mutual respect for each other was completely evident. As the fabled Edo period comes to a close, the two swordsmen, realizing their rivalry is futile, focus on how they can make their country a better place.
I'm afraid that's the reason the two of us, manslayers, are so important in this time of crisis.
Number 4. Goku and Vegeta, Dragon Ball Z.
I'm only going to say this once, so listen carefully. I, Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans, would like to offer you, Kakarot, the opportunity to stand beside me in this conquest.
Being the last two surviving members of their race is what made them enemies, but it's their genuine love for battle and upstaging each other that made them bros for life.
Look, I know it's your turn, Kakarot, but I think I better cut in at this point. Unless you're finished eating dirt.
Yeah. Sure.
Vegeta's prideful nature initially prevented him from seeing Goku as anything more than an adversary. However, after adapting and finding peace on Earth, the two found themselves working together.
Isn't it worth you and I being stuck together if we can beat Boo?
Vegeta holds a fond respect for Goku's fighting prowess. And while he still hopes to one day prove himself the better warrior, there's no denying their friendship.
My honor and my pride, the foundations upon which I have always stood, began to crumble at my feet. It was at your hands that I suffered my first great humiliation, toppled by a piece of low-level trash!
Number 3. Inuyasha and Koga. Inuyasha.
Oh, great. Why are you here?
Quite often, when two men compete for the same woman's affection, they're driven farther apart. Yet these two only become closer with time.
Koga? Protect Kagome. Huh? Where are you going? What are you planning to do? I'll cut its stupid mouth wide open.
Koga's infatuation with Kagome puts him in an instant rivalry with Inuyasha. But it also didn't help that the first time they met, they came to blows after Koga and his wolves murdered a bunch of innocent villagers.
You stay in the village and feed to your heart's desire, then catch up with me when you're done.
But, you know, this is anime, so forgive and forget. When Kagome is in danger, however, the two work together to save her and realize that they are stronger together than apart.
That Inuyasha... is he crazy? Butting into my fight like that?
Well, you're lucky that he did. Any later, and you would have been killed for sure, Koga.
Number 2. Speedwagon and Jonathan Joestar. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Class is often a poor indicator to a person's true character. When Jonathan, having been born into the upper class, finds himself in a seedier part of town, Speedwagon attempts to rob him. But upon realizing how honorable Joestar really is, Speedwagon backs down, and his skill to read people's true intentions brings the two together.
Jonathan Joestar. Yoshi, Jonathan Joestar. 東洋の毒薬を売るやつを探していると言ったら、気をつけな、やつはこそずるいぜ!
In recognizing Jonathan's noble goal, Speedwagon promises to aid the nobleman to find the proverbial snake in the grass that threatens the Joestar household. Ever since then, Speedwagon has been Jonathan's closest friend.
Speedwagon! Ooh! Kyo! お前の気化冷凍法! いかにして破るか?
Before we unveil our pick for the most unlikely friendship in anime, here are a few honorable mentions.
俺のダチよ! ダチ? なんとこう見えてもプロボクサーや!
Hello? Game shop?
Ah, Yugi, perfect.
Kaiba?
Your grandfather's here visiting, but he's not feeling well. Why don't you come by my office and pick him up?
I've always thought it was cool if the Japanese sit on the floor. I told myself I would sit under one once I got to Japan. But at home, the decor is all Western.
So he's one of those.
It's been so many days, but I knew you'd come for me. How many days has it been anyway? Do you know I couldn't sleep at night because I missed you so much?
マジで来やがった。
ジェノスです。埼玉先生。
その先生っていうのやめてもらえる？
師匠！
師匠もやめろ。
Number 1, Naruto and Gaara. Naruto franchise.
All right, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke. Let's go.
Right. And try not to be late this time, Gaara.
It's amazing how these two characters can be so different, yet so similar. Both children were born with a tailed beast within them. But series protagonist Naruto had a bit of an easier time growing up.
Here. It's that Gaara. He's really creepy.
Gaara was rejected and betrayed by his family, and as a result, led a bitter life of hatred. Like many entries on this list, the two start off as enemies, but soon bond over their shared destiny. Gaara begins to even see Naruto as a bit of a role model, and learns to use his inner strength to protect people, rather than bring them pain.
Your jutsu is sealed. Die! What?
Gaara! We've come to rescue you!
Do you agree with our list? Which unlikely friendship in anime did we miss? For more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
助かったよ。すごいなお前。今の何？これが本当の蚊取り線香。なんつってな。あ、いや。線香と線香をかけてるんだけど、